Hi guys, in today's video I am going to show you how to fix the biggest game-breaking bug in Battle for Neighborville that has been present since launch. Before we start, I have to say a massive thanks to BobBox999 for sending me through the solution to this. He had this issue pretty much since launch day, but with a lot of perseverance he worked out a solution. So for those of you who have been with the channel for a while, you will know that since about March I've been plagued with the unable to connect to PlayStation Network / EA servers issue in Battle for Neighborville, and essentially this issue prevents you from getting into the game. You get to the start screen, spend about 5 minutes waiting to get into the game for it to just chuck you back to the start screen again, saying the following: you have disconnected from the PlayStation Network and the EA servers. So it turns out that this issue is related to your account specifically, meaning this involves creating a new account, but don't worry, you won't have to buy PS Plus or Xbox Live again. But please be aware that you will lose any progress you made in BFN so far, but considering at this point you can't get into the game, I personally think it's worth it, but just keep that in mind. Also, when it comes to the PC fix for this, it does involve you buying another copy of the game, so you got to weigh up how much you want to play BFN if you're on PC. If you're on console though, the game will transfer with your new account, so don't worry about that. Anyway, let's get on to the fix. So the first thing I have to mention, even though I'm sure you've all tried it, is to check it's not your internet connection that's the problem. The way you will know this is if you are unable to get into any EA game. If you do have the other Plants vs Zombies shooters, I recommend you do this test on them. If you can get into the other PvZ games but not Battle for Neighborville, you have this issue. Otherwise, it might be your internet. Either the connection is too slow, so you can try plugging an Ethernet cable into your device if you haven't already, or it could be something to do with your router that may be blocking you from connecting to the servers. Once you've made sure it's not the internet causing the problem, you can move on to the next step. So I'm going to start off with console, as the processes are fairly similar for these two, as they both offer family and parental options, which essentially allows you to create additional accounts on your console. This is only for your specific console, I might add, and this is for family members only. So these are for gamers with children, for example, where you can limit what games they play, etc. So essentially what this allows you to do is share your main account with other family members who use the console by creating sub-accounts in a sense. But of course in this case that other family member is you. The advantage with this is that you don't have to pay for PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live again, and all your games are available on the other accounts. So for PlayStation 4 or 5, you need to head over to the PlayStation website and create a new PlayStation account. Once you're there, click the sign in button and press create new account. Then just follow the steps to create your account. It's pretty straightforward. However, one thing to note though, you do need to use a different email address from the one you use on your main account. Also make sure the account is verified before going forward, as in you get an email to confirm the creation of the account. Next, you need to log out of the new account you just created and log back into your main account still on the PlayStation website. Once you are back on this page, click your profile picture and select account settings. Next, go down to family management, then press add family member, then select add adult. It will ask you to sign in, and this is where you need to sign in with your new account you just created. Once you've done that, you can head back over to your PlayStation 4 or 5. So on PlayStation 5, when you get to the sign in page, click add a user, then press get started. Again, this will ask you to sign in, so sign into your new account. Once you've done that, you are ready for the next step. Similarly, this is the same process on PS4. Then you just have to switch to the new account on your PlayStation and start up Battle for Neighborville, but this time it should let you in. However, there is one more super important step you mustn't forget, and this is to make sure your Giddy Park is set to public. You can head over to the world options and select this as your preference. Apparently what causes this issue is if you try to log into a private Giddy Park server. So either make sure to always have Giddy Park public, but if you do want to go into private when you're playing for whatever reason, just make sure before you exit the game, put Giddy Park back to a public lobby, else you risk getting the issue again. Okay, so that was PlayStation. Now let's move on to Xbox, which pretty much follows the same steps. So first head over to Microsoft's website, go over to sign in on the right hand side, and you need to create a new account. As with PlayStation, make sure this has a different email to your main account. Once you've done that, go over to your Xbox. Just a quick note, I have an Xbox Series X but not an Xbox One, but these steps are the same, just some of the options might be in a different location. Anyway, head into settings, go down to account, then over to family settings and go down to manage family members. Click add to family and add new. Then you just need to log in with the new account you made and follow the steps through. Head back to the dashboard, switch accounts and load up Battle for Neighborville and it will let you in. Again, it is vital you remember to make sure Giddy Park is always set to public before closing the game, but I think just to be safe, keep it on public all the time. Finally, we go over to PC, which is the easiest set of steps. However, it will involve you buying a new copy of Battle for Neighborville. Like console, Origin does offer some family settings, but unfortunately it doesn't let you share the games or subscriptions. It only allows you to put limitations on the other accounts. So all this fix involves is creating a new Origin account and downloading BFN once again. However, one tip I would suggest is that perhaps get EA Access or EA Play, only because it's much cheaper than buying the game again, and it also allows you to check that it is 100% working. There's no reason why it won't work, but in the rare chance it doesn't, if you have EA Play you can just immediately cancel this subscription. You might get your money back, or worst case you've only paid for 1 month of it. Again, one final reminder that once you are in the game, remember to keep Giddy Park set to public. So there you have it, that's how you fix the unable to connect to servers bug in Plants vs Zombies Battle for Neighborville on both PC and console. Anyway guys, that's about it. If you did enjoy this video, please consider dropping a like and hitting that subscribe button. Also, if you do want to help support this channel even further, feel free to check out my Patreon page, the link is in the description. But other than that, I shall see you in the next one. Okay, thanks guys, bye.